Hi, I'm Joy Stember and we're here at my studio in Abington, Pennsylvania. I'm going to show you today how to make a pewter and brass dreidel. It's Hanukkah time, so it's perfect timing. We're going to start off with a cast pewter piece. This is going to be the base of the dreidel. Then we're going to cut the top spinner part out of brass, solder it all together, and create a little texture, and then we'll test the spin. So now that we've cut off the excess, we're going to take it over to the grinder and smooth everything out. After the grinding, we have to go back and use the bandsaw again to get off the sprue part, and then we go back to the grinder and continue on with the process. So I start off by sanding both plates. It creates a better surface for the solder to adhere to. I use a no corrode flux that's specifically for low temperature soldering. When soldering brass to pewter, you always want to heat the brass and not the pewter because the brass has a higher melting point and can take a little bit more heat than the pewter can. And then we're going to center our two squares. Now we'll solder the sandwich together. These dreidels get a special texture on the top using the flex shaft's reciprocal hammer. I've made the tip rounded so it creates a divot. So when I go to make the texture, you have a nice hammered pattern. So this is where we started out from, was the flat sanded surface. And then because of the polished tip on the reciprocal hammer, it comes out with this really beautiful, shiny, hammered looking finish. So next we will heat up the cone a little bit more than the plate, so that way the solder will flow on both parts. Now, in order to make sure that it is completely square, we're going to use the miter vise and file it down. So we're going to create an X on the square and center the spinner part on the top. Connect each corner. So now we have an X. And so I match each corner with the line, and that is what makes it nice and square. So next we have to put on the letters for the dreidel. This is a Hebrew letter Nun, and that you get none. This is a Gimel, you get all. The Hey, you get half, and Shin, you get some. Next is the tumbling process. I use stainless steel shot and a mixture of water and sunshine burnishing compound from Rio Grande. So now the dreidel is out of the tumbler and we have our finished product. It is nice and shiny and ready for market. But now we have to do the spin test. Thanks again for coming to my studio and checking out what I do. If you'd like to see all of my work, please go to my website at www.joystember.com.